Hey, welcome to another, where am I? Here I am. Welcome to another version of the Actors Workout. I'm Coach Stu. I've got two actors about to take the workout today, Whalter and Meghan. And so Whalter, I'm going to bring you on screen and you just introduce yourself and do your cold read. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Introduce yourself. Action.
Okay, my name is Whalter Cáceres. I'm from Paraguay, 23 years old, and I love performing.
Okay, read your monologue for us.
Okay. I began writing what they call a mission statement, not a memo, a mission statement. You know, a suggestion for the future of our company. A night like this doesn't come along very often. I seized it. What started out as one page became 25. Suddenly, I was my father's son again. I was remembering the simple pleasures of this job, how I ended up here out of law school, the way a stadium sounds when one of my players performs well on the field, the way we are meant to protect them in health and in injury. With so many clients, we had forgotten that what was important. I wrote and wrote and wrote, and I'm not even a writer. I was remembering even the words of the original sports agent, my mentor, the late great Dickie Fox, who said, "The key of this business is personal relationships." Suddenly, it was all pretty clear. The answer was fewer clients, less money, more attention, caring for them, caring for ourselves and the games too. Just starting our lives, really. Hey, I'll be the first to admit it. And
oh, so good.
Yeah. For a cold reading, do you recognize the piece?
No.
Oh, okay. It's Tom Cruise in Jerry Maguire.
Oh, I've never watched that.
You've never watched that movie. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Pretty good cold reading. Now, technically, if you were doing this in a voiceover job, there's at least 2 spots where the engineer would have cut. Okay, because it was a bit of a stumble, right? You went back. Now, what's good about that from an actor perspective was you didn't get lost in the idea of shit, I just made a mistake, god damn it, and start to self-judge. You were able to instantly forgive yourself, just backtrack, fix it, and move on. Okay, so that's good marks for that. Okay, because especially seeing as what we talked about prior about the nervousness, right? You didn't allow that nervousness to send you into a downward spiral, which would make the rest of the piece just lost, right? So that was a really good, that's a big plus. So this is why the next step is really important. By rehearsing it 5 times, reading it out loud 5 times, you're smoothing out those bumps that you had, right?
Yeah.
So while you're rehearsing it, get it into the muscles of your face. Use it as a stretching your face exercise. Okay? I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. Really move the mouth, as muscle memory begins with the face muscles. Your face muscles will actually help you remember your lines better than cram school, bushy in Meghan, bushy band, the bushy, yeah? That kind of memorization is short-term memory. We don't want that. We want muscle memory, right? So I'm going to give you some other notes, but when you go away to rehearse this for five run-throughs, stretch the mouth for the first 2 or 3 runs. Walk around, feel it in your body, okay? And just read it and try and make each reading better than the last one. And then you'll come back here and perform it one more time. Now, about the character. Well, first of all, it's Tom Cruise. When you think of Tom Cruise's acting, what do you think about? What kind of actor is he?
Very melodramatic and over the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, over the top and melodramatic. Good. Your reading, because you didn't know it, it was very thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful. And for a cold reading, not knowing the piece, not recognizing it, I like that thoughtfulness. It shows there's something going on inside here, right? You're not a robot. I wrote and wrote and wrote. You know, that was good. But now, analyzing this script, he's had an epiphany. This opens the movie. He has an epiphany, and he's going to disrupt the way sports agencies work. What do you know about sports agencies and sports agents?
They're usually very pushy.
What animal would you use to describe a sports agent?
A bull.
A shark.
A bull.
No, but they're called sharks. They're called.
I mean, like for me, it's a bull.
Yeah. Well, they're bull sharks. There's such a the metaphor is that agents are sharks. They're called sharks.
Peaceful.
There's a movie about a Hollywood agent called Swimming with Sharks. A fantastic movie about acting and basically being an agent called Swimming with Sharks. Sharks is the animal of record for an agent. So he's a shark, but he's had an epiphany about what? About not being a shark, right? Being pardon the pun, a cuttlefish, a cuttlefish, right? That's good. I just made that up. That's something else you have to get used to working with me is the cold jokes. Yeah. So he's being, and he's excited about this, right? He's actually, it's done in a narration. So you see a vignette or a montage of him typing and going to Kinko's to run off copies, right? And he's going to give a copy of this to everybody in his huge agency. And he's going to lose his job and all his clients because of it, because they're sharks and they see weakness in him and they're going to destroy him. They literally destroy him. And then it's his fight back that makes the movie with one client, right? So the excitement level of an epiphany of the newly anointed has to come through. Okay. All right. Now, if you're acting this on the stage, the movement is also quite big on a stage, right? Hey, come in like that, right? But you're on the camera. So another thing we use this for is acting for the camera lessons. Even though it's exciting and stuff, I want stillness from you. You just raised your eyebrows, right? You were like, oh yeah, like a bit of surprise at what I'm talking about. Yeah, you see your eyebrows raised.
My eyebrows have a life of themselves.
Tell me about it. Yeah. But every time you raise an eyebrow, it has to be intentional. It's that focus. The camera catches everything. So if it's catching it, it has to have intention. Okay. For the acting for the camera exercise portion of this, your audience is your camera. You look right at it and you don't move. Let the words and your excitement, your internal energy tell the story. Okay, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. But part of your training is acting for the camera. So even though you're going to rehearse it walking around, maybe your fifth time rehearse it, you just sit still and read the lines. Try and have the lines underneath your camera, so because you're not memorized, so your eyes are going to be on the lines, but have it as close to the camera as possible.
Okay.
Okay, that's the only movement, unless there's a reason for movement that I should see is your eyes reading the lines. That's another challenge. So reviewing, smooth out the bumps, find the excitement level of the epiphany, this great epiphany you think is going to disrupt an agency known for its sharkiness and stillness. 3 notes. Okay. All right. Mute yourself. Go off and have rehearsal. When you come back, I might still be working with Meghan, or I might be waiting for you to do take 1.
Okay.
Any questions?
No,
All right, break a leg.
thank you.
Megan,
Hi.
there you are. Okay. Are you ready? You understand what you're gonna do?
Yes.
I'm gonna paste a
perfect.
monologue. Are you at your computer or on your phone?
On the phone.
Okay, so you're just gonna have to read the monologue straight from chat because copying, pasting over to a document on a phone is a little more difficult.
It's more difficult. I
Yeah.
will have my, I can take my iPad to copy
Yeah, go
to
grab
the,
that. It'll be easier.
Yeah.
Or actually, you don't have to. You can read directly from the chat.
right.
Okay,
Sure.
so just read
Yeah.
from the chat, and then you can copy and paste it and go work on it, make some notes,
Sure.
stuff like that. Okay, let me go find you a monologue, and I'll paste it into the chat. One moment, please. This is one of my favorites. A lot of people do this one for their first actor workout.
For the first act.
Yeah, if you decide to do more actor workouts, the monologues will get longer and tougher. This one's tough. It's hard. It's a good challenge. And English is not your first language, right? You're Taiwanese.
Yes.
Yeah. So I love that you have the courage. Already, I love your courage for trying this in English. Okay. But again, just show me your work. Don't worry about making mistakes. You see, I'm gentle, right? I'm not going to yell at you or anything. All right, here comes your monologue, and just start reading it, okay? Megan, you're on.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm from Taipei. Nice to meet you. So now I'm going to start my monologue. Okay. No, you can't help me. No one can help me. I have tried driving with my light on. I have tried sounding my horn. I scream out the windows. I roll the window down and bang on the side of the door and play Public Enemy real loud. I have prayed the Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Christopher too. What the heck? I've tried everything a person can do. And still, every week, I plow into at least one deer. I have hit 13 deer in the past 7 weeks driving down this road, mister. And I have to drive down this road 40 miles back and forth work. I have to drive work and I have to drive home. Where do they come from? He is dead and I love deer.
Okay, good, good, very good, very clear, right? But we also know there's a lot of room to improve this, right? So we got a good place to start. Now we're gonna build it up and make it better and better and better. So the first thing you have to do is ask me anything you don't understand. If you don't understand who Public Enemy is, ask your questions. And you probably want to just run away, get a piece of paper and a pen to make some notes right now. You need to have, we're going to do script breakdown right now. So you have 100% understanding because there's things you don't understand, right?
Yes.
So take some notes, get a piece of paper and a pen and we'll start breaking it down.
Okay. I will start breaking the piece.
No, I'm gonna do it with you. We're gonna do it together.
Okay.
So like you're gonna ask me questions like, what don't you understand? What's the first thing in the script you don't understand?
Okay. Thank you. Wait a moment.
Yep.
I will. The first thing I don't understand is why the author try to write the first things about sounding his horn.
Yes. You don't know what sounding the horn is, right?
It's like a machine with the it's a machine with the horn. Like
so you know what a horn is, right?
I know a horn. Like it's a
Where
machine.
do you when was the last time you made a horn work? Where were you?
The last time we make a horn.
Yeah,
is,
when did you beep a horn? Beep beep on your scooter, right? Beep beep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you drive a
Is
car,
it-
right?
Yeah, that
So
understand.
the action of making that sound is called sounding a horn.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
so
make a
she's in her
warning,
car, right?
warning to a car, another car.
Yeah, she's trying to make noise, right?
Yeah, try to
No,
make a
you
noise.
can't help me. No one can help me. I've tried driving with my lights on. I've tried sounding my horn. She's trying to draw attention to the fact that she's there.
Yes.
She's saying, hey, I'm doing all this. Look at me. See me. Okay.
Understand.
Roll down the window, bang on the side of the door, play Public Enemy real loud. She's trying to make noise.
Yep. So
Right.
first of all, like the author cannot try to sounding his horn. Like, with the first.
She is sounding his horn, but it's not working. She is sounding her horn, but it's not working.
But he can,
She's trying-
cannot work it.
So she's trying more and more desperate things to draw attention to herself. She needs
Yes.
to be seen for a very specific reason.
Mhm.
Okay. So she's trying all these things, sounding her horn, playing Public
Yes.
Enemy, praying, bye-bye, right? I
Mhm.
prayed to. Now, technically, Saint Francis of Assisi. Please say that.
Mhm.
Nishuo, Saint
Oh,
Francis of Assisi.
Translate to Chinese.
No, English. Say it.
Um,
You have to learn how to say it. You're not pronouncing it properly. So I'm teaching you how to pronounce it. Saint Francis.
Saint Francis of
Good.
Assisi.
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 The letter C. Assisi.
Assisi.
No S at the end. Assisi.
Assisi.
Saint Francis of Assisi.
Saint Francis of Assisi.
Say it 5 times.
Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Francis of Assisi.
Assisi.
Saint
Assisi.
Assisi.
Yeah.
Assisi.
Yes. Again.
Assisi.
Saint Francis.
Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Francis of Assisi.
Now let's add in the next part. Saint Christopher too.
Saint Christopher too.
Again.
Saint Christopher too.
Saint Christopher.
Christopher.
That's better. Saint Christopher too.
Saint Christopher too.
5 times.
Saint Christopher too. Saint Christopher too. Saint Christopher too. Saint Christopher too.
Okay. Itchy.
Saint
3 times. Saint Francis of
Saint-
Assisi, Saint Christopher too, 3 times.
Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Francis of Assisi.
No, itchy, and it's not Francis's, it's Francis. This one. Saint Francis.
Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Christopher. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Saint
okay. It's hard. That's why it's
Christopher.
here. I'm making it hard for you. Enjoy the challenge, okay? Enjoy the challenge. You'll get it. You know you're going to get it.
Christopher too.
Yeah. So Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Christopher too.
Saint Francis.
No.
Saint Francis of Assisi. Saint Christopher too.
Okay, so now you know that that's going to be an area where you're going to have some trouble. So when you do your rehearsal, you're going to practice that some extra times, okay? And in your take, if you don't get it, that's okay. You're doing a good job. This is ESL, man. It's a hard ESL. It's harder than TOEFL to do this, okay? So you're doing a really good job. So what's happening to this woman? Why does she want to bang her door and sound her horn and play music real loud? Why is she praying?
Because she want to she tried to, like, every week she tried to pour into a deer, try to find a deer. because he hit the deer in the past seven weeks.
13
So-
deer, 13
13
deer.
years. Yeah, 13 years trying to hit the
Isn't that a little
deer.
bit crazy?
yes.
Yeah. She doesn't want to hit the deer. She says at the end, I love deer, right?
Mhm.
But it's like the deer are killing themselves on her car,
Yep.
right? It's like the gods have chosen to mess with this woman by sending deer to kill themselves on her car. It's an unbelievable thing that is happening to her, right?
Mhm.
And a man, she's just hit her deer number 13, right?
Yeah.
The deer is in front of her car, dead. Her car is smashed up, and a man pulls up and he says to her, "Can I help you?" And she
Mhm.
turns to him, and she is going crazy at this point, right? It's driving her crazy. What's going on? And she doesn't understand why. And when you look around, all you see is flat land, no trees, nothing for the
No
deer
trees,
to
nothing.
surprise her, right? She's watching. I mean, every day you hit a deer, she's watching and she's driving. Another deer comes out of nowhere.
Mhm.
You know, plow into as well. That's good. I picked up that you understand what plow into. Plow into is to hit hard, right? But your pronunciation is just a more O sound. Plow,
Oh, sound
plow,
loud,
plow,
loud.
plow, not plow. Plow.
loud,
Yeah, that's it.
loud.
Plow into, plow into, plow into.
fluency.
Say it again. Whenever you get something new, you should say it at least 5 times.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So how to say the
Plow
word.
into, plow into, plow into.
Flow into,
Plow into.
flow into,
You're saying with an F. Plow.
flow,
Plow.
plow into,
Yeah, there you go.
plow into, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, plow into. PLOW, plow into.
Plow. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yeah, you got it, right? Okay. Now, while you're rehearsing, when it comes to the end, when she says he's dead, before she says he's dead, she's talking face to face with the man by her car door. But she walks back to the deer. She bends down, she touches the deer, and then she says, he's dead. Then she gets up, walks back to get into her car, and she says, and I love deer, to the man as she. So there's a break in those last 3 lines. I want to see you develop the ability to pause and think through the situation. When you say, where do they come from? I mean, look around and see these empty fields and really wonder, where are they coming from? There's got to be desperation in this. It's driving you crazy. You have to go to work. And every time you do, it seems you're killing another deer. So find that turmoil, that inner angst, right? The desperation in her. That's the acting side of it. Okay. There's a lot more we could talk about, but we're going to just let you go off and rehearse it for 5 times now. Okay. Go and practice it 5 times. And when you're ready, come back and you'll do take number 1.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Let me review for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
So okay, so I will be reviewing what you say for me last part, and I will be reviewing the emotion, like after reconsidering the emotion, like more deeply to
and also the blocking. Okay, I gave you a blocking exercise at the end to, even though you're on camera, I want to see in your mind that you are walking over, that you are touching the deer, that you say, and he's dead. And then that in your mind, you're walking back to the car and you say, and I love deer, to the man. Okay, so there's a that's called blocking, where you move, how you move. It's called blocking. Okay, so I'm giving you that additional thing to think about. Okay, the blocking. Even though you're not actually moving, I want you to move in your mind and take the time. Step, 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 bend, touch, touch, however many times, you know, and then say to the man, he's dead. And get up, walk to the man in your mind. I want to see that happen. Don't rush those lines. I want to see the pause in between. Understand? Okay, go rehearse. And I'll see you in about 10, 12 minutes. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Seward.
Oh, you're very welcome, Megan. You're very welcome. Whalter.
Okay.
You'll mute yourself and turn off your camera for now, Megan. When you're ready, come back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Whalter, are you ready to go? Okay. And we're back with Whalter, and Whalter's about to do take one of the Jerry McGuire speech. Whalter, do a slate first. A slate means introducing yourself, where you're from, your age. Okay, and then pop right into it.
Okay. Okay. Do I start?
Yeah. Slate.
Okay,
Go.
good.
Yeah.
My name is Whalter Cáceres. I'm from Paraguay and I am 23 years old. And I'll be reading the mission statement from Jerry Maguire. I began writing what they call a mission statement, not a memo, a mission statement. You know, a suggestion for the future of our company. A night like this doesn't come very often. I seized it. What started out as 1 page became 25. Suddenly, I was my father's son again. I was remembering the simple pleasures of this job, how I ended up here out of law school, the way stadium sounds when one of my players performs well in the field, the way we're meant to protect them in health and injury. With so many clients, we had forgotten what was important. I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, and I'm not even a writer. I was remembering even the words of the original sports agent, my mentor, the late great Dickie Fox, who said, "The key to this business is personal relationships." Suddenly, everything was clear. The answer was fewer clients, less money, more attention, caring for them, caring for ourselves and the games too. Just starting our lives, really. Hey, I'll be the first to admit, what I was writing was somewhat touchy-feely, but I didn't care. Thank you.
Good. Okay, let's go back to gallery view. There we go. Okay. How did that feel?
Great.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it was another strong reading. There's passion in it. But when you look back at the video of this, because I'm recording this and I will share it with you, you're gonna see a lot of this.
Which is natural.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. My first acting class, my first year, the professor told everybody, all of my fellow students, my classmates, to say frowning whenever I did this. Oh my God, was it frustrating as hell, right? But yeah, I believe me, I understand. But we got to get rid of that.
Yeah, no, it's a tick.
We got to work on that.
Like it's a tick.
That won't do. Okay, so you really want to get rid of this. Now, the excitement level, because you do this, it actually makes you look like you're in a bit of pain. Okay.
I was kind of like going for that actually.
Oh, okay. Well, mission accomplished.
I feel because like from what you told me about the character, he was a sports agent with like all the others that cared more about the money and stuff.
Yeah.
And now he had this epiphany, and I feel like he realized that what he was doing was not caring for his clients and stuff, and that would be kind of painful if it was like from my
If you
perspective.
didn't have the answer, it would be painful if you didn't know how to fix it.
Yeah, that's why
And
I was
you
like,
know how to fix it now.
at first I was like why have we been doing this? We forgot what was important, and then it's like suddenly it was all pretty clear.
That's the
money.
thing. It's clear now. It's clear now. Okay. So he's super excited about it. Okay. It's,
like
you ever meet somebody who just quit smoking?
Really?
You ever meet somebody who just quit smoking?
Sorry?
You ever meet somebody who just quit smoking? They're
Myself.
really enthusiastic about quitting smoking, right?
Like, it's really cool because you're stopped.
You just, the way you just did that, it's really cool, and you open your eyes real wide. Okay?
It's real cool.
That's your starting point. The wide open-eyed excitement of somebody who's just quit smoking. Okay?
So like suddenly it was pretty clear.
Yes, that the whole, but try and maintain that excitement throughout the whole thing.
Throughout the whole thing?
Absolutely. He's super excited, right? He's super excited about this. He's gone to the Kinkos. He's run it off. He's going to put them in everybody's mailbox. He's so proud of this. You're right. In the exploration of how he got to this point, we call the exposition. Yes, it was a very painful thing for him to realize that he was a shark, right? And he wants to be a cuttlefish. But now he is a cuttlefish, and he's cuddling everybody. Cuddle us with this idea, right? You're really excited about it. It's love and enjoyment and no pain. You've gotten past the pain, right?
Okay.
You've got the answer now. It's like you've been like, the more pain you're in, when you get out of that pain, the more excited you will be. The worse it is, the better it is when you get it, right? So using that pain should inform the excitement on the yin yang side of things. You got me?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So we're gonna try and go for wide-eyed excitement. Not this. I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. Yeah, I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote.
I wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And I'm not even a writer.
Exactly. Yeah. Good. I shouldn't give you a line reading. That's a very that's the actor trying to be a director. Sorry. If I tell you how to say it, then you're going to say it that way. It's going to be mine, not yours. Yeah. It's not. Then it's not.
No. Like it's just.
Okay, so forget what I just said, but just.
No. It's not that. It's more like, the first one. It was kind of like I took the things that you explained to me about the character, and I kind of like went into myself and like thought like, what would I feel? What would be my feelings if I was the one in this position?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the angle I was going for, but like with this other note is like, I am really excited about this. Like I am so excited throughout this whole thing. It's not like I am writing and it's like I already know. So now I
finish writing.
like. So yeah.
Get it now? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's Tom Cruise. Okay. Yeah. So that, like you described it as melodramatic and over the top, but not over the top pain, over the top excitement and enjoyment and thrill, and you know, he's pumped. Right.
When you say that, it just reminds me of him and at Oprah, like jumping on the sofa.
That's exactly. You're right. But you can't jump now. I want your stillness, right? That's your actor exercise.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's the actor exercise, the stillness, right? So you'll look back at take one. I'm going to give you a take two, all right?
Yeah.
But you'll look back at take one. You'll see what I mean with the frowning and stuff. And then you'll look at take three and see how well you took the note. And you know what? I don't expect you to not frown. I expect you to still frown. I don't want you to, but you're going to.
I'll try
I know I'm a frowner.
I'm not a frowner. Well, maybe
When
I
I
am.
act, I'm a frowner when I act. I mean, you know,
Oh, like maybe I am.
frowning actor, resting frowning actor face. So,
Is it really? It's like every time I
dude,
talk, it just
I'm in a
goes
television show
everywhere.
right now, and that's whenever there's a close up on me, I'm watching myself to see if I'm frowning. I hope I don't, but luckily my character's a very kind.
Yeah,
and
no, but
benevolent
I
person.
feel like what if I'm excited, I'll keep like this here and
Yeah,
it'll
think
just
about
like
what
calm
the
down a little bit.
what does the face do when it's excited? It
Yeah,
opens
it's like
up, right?
I began writing and
There, you're getting it. You're getting it. Okay, another rehearsal set. 5 more times.
okay,
Oh, and stadium.
stadium.
Yeah, English isn't your first language, is it?
The thing is like because he's American, so it's kind of hard for me to like
We won't deal with accents yet. That's another acting exercise that we could add into it, but I don't want to trouble you with that.
well
I want you
no,
to
the
be
thing is
natural.
like I usually prefer just doing different
Yeah.
accents.
What is your accent?
This?
Yeah, but why is that Spanish?
No, it's not.
I didn't think so, but your name is Spanish.
No, my name is German actually.
German, so it's a German accent that I'm.
Not a Germany.
I was actually thinking
I have
Danish,
no idea
Danish.
where it comes from.
I think it's Danish.
I've got no idea where it comes from. It's just some
okay.
different things.
Yeah, okay.
Like literally
Well,
because
it's
while
you, it's
I was learning
Whalter.
English, I was just listening.
Yeah, it's the accent of Whalter, and that's what we're going to
Yeah,
do.
it's Walter's accent.
This is Whalter, not Tom Cruise's excitement, right?
Yes.
But that still does not excuse mumbling a word, because then as the director, I'd have to say cut, and you have to get
Stadium.
another take, right? So stadium, make sure you get that into the muscle memory. Stadium, how a stadium sounds. Yeah.
Maybe I'll try doing it with my own accent.
With your what? Yeah, no,
Maybe
but
I'll
totally
try-
do it with your own accent. I'm not suggesting you try American. In the future, if we keep doing these, well, I might give you something and say, now you're going to try an American accent. A lot of the guys are trying accents in the Scottish play. They're all doing Scottish accents, which is the hardest accent to do, right? And sometimes it's really fun, but they're doing a good job of it.
I'm like,
Yeah, but this is more, we're working to find the honesty of the piece. So we're not going to trouble it with accents. Accent work, we can do it another time.
Okay.
Or if you want to keep developing this monologue and do it in the monologue slam, you might want to consider trying to test yourself with accents.
No, I mean the thing is like one of my main like things that people know me for, it's the fact that I can do different accents.
Oh, cool.
Like so it's just kind of easy for me to like listen to
I'm not going to stop you from trying it. I'm just saying I don't have an expectation of it. If you want to try and do it in American accents,
I'll do it.
You can try it, but it will
decide
take away
myself.
from the honesty that I'm going for. We can, I think, just build the accent in later.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
All right. So I'll give you another 10 minutes to do 5 more and read it 5 times. I'm serious. Each time will get better, but after 5, it starts to plateau out. So get all 5 readings in and then come back.
I'm like, I read it like 10 or more times actually.
Oh, I thought you were gone a long time. Just 5. It stops getting better after 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, just 5 times and back. Okay. See you in a bit.
Yeah.
There she is.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Any questions before you start?
I just practiced for a while, but I'm not sure if I can practice like a whole like very well. Like
You're gonna pronounce it better than the last time.
yeah,
Okay?
I hope so.
That's the only target we're going for, Megan, is to be a little bit better than the last time you did it. That's all. Remove any expectations of perfection. Remove all that. Relax. Banking sound. Yeah.
Okay.
And have fun with it. So you're gonna say, hi, I'm Megan, introduce yourself. I'm how many years old? I'm from Taiwan. And this is my monologue. Oh, where did you go? We lost you. Oh, there you are. Okay. I'm gonna switch to speaker view. Oh, where did you go? I don't want that. I want you in spotlight. Add spotlight. Remove spotlight. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Yeah, we're recording. So please go ahead.
Okay. Hello, my name is Megan. Nice to meet you. I'm from Taipei and I'm 24 years old. So today I'm going to start my monologue and about to begin. Okay. No, you can't help me. No one can help me. I have tried driving with my light on. I have tried sounding my horn. I scream out the windows. I roll the window down and bang on the side of the door and play Public Enemy real loud. I have praised Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Christopher too. What the heck? I have tried everything a person can do. And still, every week I plow into at least one deer. I have hit 13 deer in the past 7 weeks driving down this road, mister. And I have to drive down this road 40 miles back and forth to work. I have to drive to work and I have to drive home. Where do they come from? He's bad. And I love my deer.
Better than the last
Thank
time.
you.
Yeah, that was good. It's better than the last time, right? And the further you got into it, the more I started to see the emotional connection to it. Okay. So yeah, the acting of it, which is acting is not acting. Acting is telling the truth, right? And so the deeper you got into it, the more I started to believe that you might be in this situation. Okay, so it begins. You started to touch on what real acting is all about. Okay. All right. Now the notes. Now I'll tell you how to do it better next time. Okay.
I will write it down.
Yes, there's an
Yeah,
idea.
thank you.
Yeah. And in the future, if you come to one of these, use your laptop so you can
Laptop, yeah.
Google Drive documents and keep your notes digitized.
Also have
Yeah.
iPad too right now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just talk about the pronunciation of some of the words. Okay. I tried driving with my lights on. Look at that sentence. You're saying with my light on, like there's one light. It says lights, so it's plural. You have to say
Lights
the
on.
lights on, right? Window.
Lights on.
I tried rolling down my windows. Windows. You said more than one. Windows, and it's window. One window. So you got those two backwards. Okay, with plurality. So that's lights and window. I prayed Saint Francis of Assisi is what you said. It's I prayed to Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Christopher too. You forgot the word to. Okay, write that down. Plow was close, but you said plow.
Plow.
Yeah, it's plow.
Plow.
Like, you know when when you hurt yourself, right? You hurt yourself. Ow, 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 ow. Oh yeah, ow, ow, plow, plow. That
Plow.
kind of ow sound. Out, plow, plow.
Plow.
Like that. Mister.
Mister.
Give me more t in the word. Mister.
Mister.
Mister. Okay,
Mister.
so I've tried everything and I have to drive down this road. Mister. Do you know what that means? What Mister means?
Mister means mystery.
No, it's like, well, Giles Stewart, young people call me Mr. Glenn, MR,
Oh.
Mr. That's what it is, Mr. So she doesn't know his name, so she calls him Mr. If she
Mister.
was a young, cool person, she would say, dude. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Yeah. Pray to, we got Mr. We got. All right. Remember the acting exercise I gave you was to pause, to walk over to the deer. You just said the lines boom, boom, boom. Okay, so it's I have to drive to work and I have to drive home.
If there's no pause
He's
between
dead.
the sentence.
Listen to me, okay? There's no pause, but I asked you for a pause. The director asked you for a pause, right? I would now go into your script and go enter, 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 and put a big space in between. And then I would go enter, enter, enter. So there'd be a big space between. I have to drive down this road. Big space. He's dead. Big space. And I love deer. Right? I want to see that pause. And what I'm looking for is the internal actor. Do you just go blank and pause and wait to do your next line? You know, or are you present when you're not saying anything? You're staying with the character and you're imagining that you're walking over to the deer. You're imagining that you're petting the deer and realizing he's another one that's dead. And then you say to the man, he's dead. Then you get up and you walk back to your car and everything has to come up and into, and I love deer. How you say, and I love deer, shows the total desperation of the whole piece. Okay, so making a choice and giving yourself the time to get into that emotional state of total frustration and how you say I love deer to the man before you get in your car and drive away. All right, so there's got to be nice pauses in there. Make sure you rehearse it that way. Okay, and the third thing is generally there's a lot more desperation. This is a crazy thing that's happening, Jerry. Breathe. Get yourself into a panic. You're panicking. Okay. Is this going to keep happening every time you drive to work? A deer is going to kill itself in front of you. How long can you go on living your life if this is happening to you? What's the next thing you're going to do? Making noise didn't work. Prayer didn't work. Nothing is working. You have to go to work. You have no choice. That's, so what's the next thing that's going to happen to you if this keeps up? What happens when it's 30 deer you've killed? What happens when it's 100 deer you've killed? Can you keep doing this the rest of your life? What are you going to do? You don't know. And that's the monologue. Help. You said, no, you can't help me, but you desperately need help. Okay? So reach for the stars. I would rather you see you be too emotional, too frustrated, too freaked out than where you're at now, which is just you're very calm about all of this. Okay? So raise the panic level a lot. You're on a 2, turn it up to 9.
Panic level 9.
Yeah, you got it?
I got it.
Any other questions? Anything you're still not understanding in there?
Like turn the emotion to like more intense panic,
yeah, definitely.
like more intense for
absolutely way
have
more.
To be more.
Yeah,
more like
I'm asking about comprehension of the text itself.
Okay.
You understand the comprehension?
By rehearsing.
Yeah, you understand everything in there, right? You're not saying any words. Like we just discovered you didn't know what Mr. meant, right? We just discovered that. So you're not sure. You thought it meant mystery. So you're saying the word without even knowing what it means. You have to understand everything. So is there anything that you're still not sure of the meaning of? Comprehension, yeah? Anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Maybe even take some time to research why she prays to St. Francis of Assisi. Who is he? Is he a god? Do you know who he is? Why St. Christopher? There's a specific reason. So you can go to Google and look this stuff up and inform yourself about why she's saying it. What does what the heck mean? I'm asking you, what does what the heck mean? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, so they see, you should ask me. Never be shy about asking me questions. I'm here to help you. I'm your coach. I'm not your teacher. Okay, I'm standing beside you, not in front of you.
I don't know what the heck means. Yeah.
Okay. When you are really angry about something and you don't understand something, you say, what do you say?
Heck.
You say, what the
You say
hell?
what the heck?
You say, what the heck? I say, what the fuck? That's what I say when I'm in that situation. If that was me, I'd say to the guy, what the fuck? That kind of, but she won't say it because she's a very religious person. We know because she prays to St. Francis of Assisi and St. Christopher. So she wants to say, what the fuck? But she won't say a bad word like that. So it means what the hell. But people say heck when they don't even say the word hell. Okay, people that are very religious won't even say hell, never mind the word fuck or bitch or shit. They're gonna say, what the heck? She's a very kind and religious woman, right? A woman of peace who prays to saints, right? And this thing is happening to her, even though she lives her best life. This terrible, terrible thing is happening to her. All right. So before you start next time, if there's anything you're not sure of, you got to ask me. Okay. The secret to success in our relationship is you asking me questions. I know it's hard for a Taiwanese person to do that. This is a very different situation. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go rehearse. When you're finished, come on back.
Okay.
Okay. Have fun.
Thank you.
Characters, I usually,
Go ahead. You're saying?
yeah, so when I usually do any character, I usually get so much in the headspace of the character that I usually become that emotion. And I'm like so excited right now because I was like,
Awesome. Awesome. I like that.
I was like, oh my gosh, I began writing.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now that you say that, I'm believing that you're going to give me that excitement that I want. Now you got to find ways to layer
Maybe it will be too much
layer
excitement.
it. There's the art. Right? You can't be just turn up the excitement to 9 and stay there for the whole thing, right?
I'm like,
And
I am
find
so
where
close
it
that
goes to
maybe we'll
9,
be
where
like,
it's at 7. Yeah.
maybe you'll be like overly excited because
That's
I'm
okay.
like
That's a place to go.
excited.
That's okay. I think giving your director more so he can chip away. This was good, but let's bring this down a little. Let's bring this down a little bit more. What are we doing here? Right? And we can shape it better when you give us more than than me having to build onto you. Let me take away from you. That's it.
I
You're
also
a sculptor, right? I'm a sculptor and you're my clay.
Yeah, I also did like practice with just like with my own accent. So it might sound like this person is from very different countries at the same time.
I'm not even going to be listening to the accent. I'm going to be listening for the pronunciation when it comes to that. That's all. I want to hear stadium, not the. Okay.
Yeah, no, the way a stadium sounds when.
You said it wrong again.
Really?
Yeah,
How do you say stadium?
There, you said it this time. Play it back, man. We're recording. You can play it back and listen.
I'm like,
it's stadium.
What did I say?
Stadium.
No, the way
say the line again. Say the whole line. The way up. Say it again.
Stadium.
Now say the whole line. The way up.
The way stadium sounds when
better. That's better. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. I'm going to bring you up to the big screen. Add spotlight. Remove spotlight. There you go. And we're recording. Take 2 by Whalter, Jerry McGuire. Off you go.
Yes. Well, my name is Whalter Cáceres. I am 23 years old and I'm from Paraguay, as I said before. And I am really excited. I began writing what they call a mission statement. Not a memo, a mission statement. You know, a suggestion for the future of our company. A night like this doesn't come along pretty often. I seized it. What started out as 1 page became 25. Suddenly, I was my father's son again. I was remembering the simple pleasures of this job. How I ended up here out of law school. the way stadium sounds when one of my players is performing well on the field, the way we're meant to protect them in health and in injury. With so many clients, we had forgotten what was important. I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, and I'm not even a writer. I was remembering even the words of the original sports agent, my mentor, the late Dickie Fox, who said, "The key to this business is personal relationships." Suddenly, it was all pretty clear. The answer was fewer clients, less money, more attention, caring for them, caring for ourselves and the games too. Just starting our lives, really. And hey, I'll be the first to admit, what I was writing was somewhat touchy-feely, but I didn't care. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. What a difference from the cold reading, huh? What a difference. Yeah, fantastic. And guess how many times I saw you frown?
One.
And it was at the perfect spot. I'll be the first to admit what I wrote was something touchy. Yeah. Because that's how connected you were to the emotion and the truth of the piece, is because this was a weakness in your brilliant plan.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's foreshadowing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so touchy-feely, you're going to lose everything.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to be accused of being soft, of being a cuddlefish, right? So intuitively, that's how truthful that last reading was the only time you frowned was at the right moment. It was an earned frown, and it was beautiful, and I loved it. Otherwise, the eyes were wide open, the pace was good, and you slowed it down when it needed to be slowed down. So it had really good natural layering, Whalter. It's hard to teach this stuff. So your instincts are very solid, man.
Thank you.
All right, but I got it. It's my job to critique.
Of course.
Yeah. So now that you had the frown, all the energy from here out of there, where do you think it ended up? Where did that energy from your frown go?
My eyes.
No.
My mouth. My hands. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. When you watch the video, now that I said
No,
this,
I mean that was.
Yeah. You're gonna see it all over the place.
That was a choice, actually.
You're not. Not the choice I would want. I would say another take.
The thing is, like, that's how I explain things to people.
Yes, but
like,
is this you talking, or is this my lump of clay that I'm molding right now?
Yeah, well, the thing is,
and what did I ask you for? Well, the actor exercise that I gave you today was stillness.
Just stay still.
Stillness. Put it all in here. I'll let the words do the work and find the stillness. So on the form that you filled out today to register for this, there are 2 samples of the actor's workout. And one is with the post-pandemic Renaissance leading lady, Cleo Whittingham. She is easily the top best actor in Taiwan right now. There's nobody close to her. She goes through the same thing. She's classically trained. You can hear it right away in her voice. Her understanding of how to truthfully portray emotion is all there, but she was all over the place, and I stilled her down, and she got it. And you watch the comparison from her first take to her third take on a very difficult piece. Okay, and because she had to do high British accent, Queen's English. Right?
Oh.
Yeah, so she's British, so but it was take your normal accent and
yeah, no, level up,
push it up. English, right? They're very posh. Yeah, it's very posh.
Yeah, push it up.
Yeah, I hear some of it in you too. I know there's some British accent in you as well.
There is some British people ask me like, why
British,
do
yeah, British people. So, but you're right, it's a total hodgepodge. I mean, when you said you were from Paraguay, I was like, well, the only thing that tells me that is your name. Because I hear the German,
like the
Scandinavian
Cáceres.
thing, I'm hearing the British thing, you know.
Yeah, no, and when I speak Spanish, I'm like very Latino.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I used to say, like, now I've learned to say Paraguay normally, because I used to say like, I'm from Paraguay.
Scottish.
Well, the thing is, I'm from Paraguay now.
I did a fast, but I'm from Paraguay, you dolt.
Yeah, I
Bag.
know. Don't be confused, lads. I'm
Yeah.
from Paraguay.
Yeah.
I'm not from Europe in any
It's
ways.
good, it's good. The ball bag. All right, that's good. That's it for today then. Okay.
Okay.
I'll add your email. I don't have you didn't fill in your email on the form. I gotta make sure.
I did.
Did I? Let me check. Why don't I have it? I should have it, but it's not there. Oh, Whalter Caceres at Gmail. Okay, I got it here.
So my name is actually pronounced Volta.
Volta. Okay.
Yeah, Volta Cáceres.
Caceres. Volta Caceres.
Yeah.
Okay. Walter, I'm Coach or Stu or Stuart.
Okay.
Any one of
Stuart.
those. Yeah. Okay. So when I finish with Megan's second take, I will be. Well, I've actually got another meeting at 2 o'clock, so I don't know if I'm going to get it converted right away. It'll be up on YouTube soon. Check out the notes, how you took the notes. Okay. Keep working this monologue. You can probably use this for the monologue slam if you want to enter that. And I'll add you to the invitation for our rehearsal tonight. And you can just join anytime after 7:30. Meet everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be there.
Good job, man. Excellent.
Thank
Any
you.
questions for me before you go? You're welcome to stay and watch Megan's as well if you want.
Yeah, I do want to watch it because I didn't even know what her monologue is about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Megan, are you finished yet? Where is she? Can I find her?
Hello.
Oh, there she is. Oh, no, I just got to unpin you. Remove spotlight. There you are. And I'll spotlight you.
Wait a moment.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to pause recording. You don't have to introduce yourself this time. Just take a breath, see the fields, see the deer, smell the gas leaking out of your car from the accident. And then when the man will say to you, oh, we lost your picture. Your phone's off. Oh, there you are, you're back, okay. Just imagine your situation, okay? And then the man comes up to you and he says, can I help you? And bang, right out of the gate in desperation, okay?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, you get yourself into the mind first and then just go.
Okay. Hello, I'm Megan. I'm from Taipei. Nice to meet you. I'm 23 years old. Now I'm doing the monologue. So I'm beginning to start. No, you can't help me. No one can help me. I have tried driving with my light on. I have tried sounding my horn. I scream out the window. I roll the window down and bang on the side of the door and play Public Enemy real loud. I have prayed to Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Christopher too. What the heck? I have tried everything a person can do. And so every week I plow into at least one deer. I have hit 13 deer in the past 7 weeks driving down this road, mister. And I have to drive down this road 40 miles back to work. I have to drive to work and I have to drive home. Where do they come from? He's dead. And I love deer.
That was super honest. That was beautiful. Yeah. Not the way I imagine it, but I believe you. I see it way bigger because I've seen the original, right? And I've seen many actors do this. But I'm happy with that. I would print that if you were playing this actor in my movie. That was really good. Really good. Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel very sad. I feel so
Very
sad.
sad
Like
thing.
this very sad, like very panicking. I can almost cry. Like
You almost did cry.
I almost did cry.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm shaking my hand, my shoulder, and my body's like.
Yeah. That's the honesty speaking, Megan. That's the honesty of acting. When we're getting it right with acting, it is exhausting. Okay. And it's really promising that you're able to feel the truth of that. You got past the idea that you were doing it in English, and all the fear that comes with that, the natural fear that just using English you probably experienced, cultural fear, right?
Yep.
And I didn't see somebody that was struggling with English there. I saw somebody who has a Chinese accent experiencing a very terrible thing. You know, and it was beautiful. It was so honest. I'm very, very impressed. You have the actor juice in you. Both of you do. Both of you. Whalter, you do as well. Okay. So for me, it's been it's longer than I normally go. These usually take an hour. We've been at it for 90 minutes. But I'm thrilled with what we did today. We've come a long way in a short period of time for both of you. Okay. I'll bring it back to gallery view so we can see you all. I don't have any notes for you, Megan, on the last one, and that's what you want. You want me to reach the point where I'm happy with that. That's good. Keep working this monologue. Get it into your muscle memory. And you do this, both of you, do a rehearsal set at least once a day. Just read it 5 times. Okay? Out loud, always out loud, never with the eyes, always so it's in muscle memory of the face. Okay? And if you do this every day, at least 1 set per day, it's called the actor workout. This is how you work out. Okay? You do a 10-minute exercise. It takes you 2 minutes to read it. 5 times is 10 minutes. I don't care how busy you are, you have the time. Right? So do you have I've given you the resource. Now you have to supply the time. It's infinite game theory. You will be successful if you have the resources and the will to succeed. You will succeed. Okay? Practice it. Maybe you're going to be, okay, I'm good with this. I'm ready to perform it in the monologue slam. And there's a monologue slam form. You can just ask me for it. You record the video, put it on YouTube yourself, and you say, here I am. This is me ready to try the monologue slam. Right? But you can both come to the class tonight if you want. I'll open the doors at 7:30. And we're going to do a monologue factory. So if you guys show up, you'll get a chance to work this same monologue, but with a different director. Okay.
I'm in Title right now.
You have internet? It's online. It's an online class. Yeah.
I will be back in 2 days.
Yeah, but you can take the class tonight from Title. It's online. Okay. It's online. It's an online class. Okay. Yeah. So make sure in our chat you send me your email address, okay, Megan? And I'll put you on the invitation. That has a Zoom link, and you can just come to the class. And then when you're ready to talk to a director, you'll just raise your hand, and you get in the queue. And when a director becomes available, you get to work with them for 20 minutes or so, and develop your monologue from a different director's perspective even further. Okay. All right. Are we still recording? We're still recording. So yeah, that's the end for today. I want to thank Whalter and Meghan for incredible journeys today. Thank you, Whalter. Anything you want to say in closing?
It was really cool. I mean, I love acting. I love performing, as I said at the beginning, and doing this is just so fun for me. Even though, like, at least I didn't get like a really exhausting character like most of the times I do.
Yeah.
Like emotionally exhausting,
Yeah.
but instead I was really excited.
Yeah. Different way to go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, now
Can't
I
always
feel
play
like
those tragic.
I'm going to be excited until the class.
All right, fantastic. Okay. And Megan, anything you'd like to say in closing?
I'm very thankful for today. Like, you are very helpful for every detail of the teaching, the detail of the of the acting.
Yeah.
Like every detail you mentioned, everything is like very thoughtful and very very insightful. I think it's very smart.
Oh, 多谢，多谢，
Thank you.
感谢你. Yeah. And oh, make sure you guys watch. You see my picture?
Yeah.
That's the TV show that I'm on right now. So make sure to watch that. Big TV show in Taiwan, Sukalo. Very famous show. You probably know some people in this. There's a lot of actors in this thing. So I hope you enjoy that and you can see me at work. Yeah. But you don't have to. It's not a prerequisite of joining my company. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Gracias. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Cheers. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for the actors workout. I'm Coach Stu, and if you want to take an actors workout, fill in the form in the description of this YouTube page and join us. You know, and even if you're
Completely
a Taiwanese
recommended.
person, yeah, even if you're a Taiwanese person, you can get a lot out of this. Not only is Megan going to be a better actor, she's actually going to be a more confident English speaker because of this experience, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought so. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.